love, through your relationships with people in the street, the liaisons, your community. Big shout out to National Association, Each One Teach One again.
Yep.
They have been big supporters of your organization.
George Ball, whenever he gets something.
That's my brother.
Whenever he gets something, he's little. Where you at, little? Can you bring your car and like 100,000 turkeys is in my car? I could barely see.
That's my dog. When I was in Harlem, that was my dog. He was like salt pepper.
Oh my
He was like he's in the club. Everywhere he went, I went. So I know who he is as a person and what he's been doing and what he's continuing to do. Big shout out to George Ball. Big shout out to Serious Strange. That's his.
That's right.
Network name. That's his
That's
network
right.
name here on
YouTube. We have a couple of nonprofits that, whenever we doing something, Art in the Park, they call us. Be About the Kids, they call us. Mercedes White, which Stop the Bullying, they call us. Now, let me tell you one more thing. We are a part of the Greater Harlem Chambers of Commerce, National Action Network with Al Sharpton, and the Bronx Chambers of Commerce. Those are all 3 memberships that cost on the year. And I'm like, we gonna get money for this. Our fundraisers, people who donate, just thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is how we are building Lils4 Nonprofit Seniors and Homeless Corps. And Youbu Radio, of course. Oh, can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh.
I'm just checking some my traps on my side.
Okay.
But tell us a little bit more in regards to what is your future goal? We know what you want and need, but what is your ultimate goal going forward for Lils4 Nonprofit Senior Homeless?
So right now I have a mentor. Her name is Latilia Thomas. She's the one who created the course, who showed me you can do this ebook on your own. But she also had mentorship classes and courses and stuff that I get on. And she keeps saying, what is your ultimate goal? She's right. And I didn't know it until now. I want others that are either a part of the nonprofit, been a part of a nonprofit, seen nonprofits, to let me show them how to start theirs. Because I want ours to be stability, and I can move on and you not even know that I moved on to anything. Catholic Charities, you don't know who's the owner or where they at. Salvation Army, Red Cross, none of those starters are here physically, but the name is still here, and that's what I want for Lils4 Nonprofit Seniors and Homeless Corps.
Just to build a brand, that's very important. It's about building a brand, building who you are. The brand is not, when you're part of something. I just want to interject on that comment because this is how I feel here in Youbu Radio. When you have something that you're passionate about and you love, and it helps you feel good inside, that's your brand. That's who you are, and then you should be proud of that, and that's who you want to share. I want to share who this thing is. This entity is part of me. I don't have to share my name. It doesn't have to be about me. It's to be about the brand. What my what's the word I'm looking for? There's another word.
Your legacy.
Your legacy, that's a good word.
Your legacy.
What your legacy is, what God has put you on the planet for. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. This is who you are. This is God's plan. That's your plan, it's his plan.
I sure didn't think I'd be running no nonprofit. I thought after I retired, I'll be on some beaches every year, and I'll call everybody from the beach, and y'all in the freezing weather? I'm in the Bahamas. Ain't none of that happening.
Instead of you doing that in your retirement, you out here in the streets.
Yes.
You out here in the streets in the cold and trying to help these homeless people where you could be, like you just said, on a beach somewhere, just chilling. And because it's who you are, and that's what's important than anything. And that lady told you the right thing. You gotta brand yourself, brand who you are, because what is your purpose? That's the question you have to keep asking yourself. So while you're on the beach, enjoying yourself, Yeah, you could be there, but what's really your purpose on this earth?
And a lot of people who do know me, I always say, don't you want to start your own nonprofit? They say, I don't want to be doing all that stuff. I don't got time for this and that. I said, now you know, you only see me giving out stuff one day a week. I don't know if it looked so busy that everybody, because I'm always on social medias and stuff, showing everything. But I do it 4 times a month. That's it. And I got donors who I call every month. Is right on time. I just called Food Bazaar Bogota, and she said, "Hi, Lillian, how are you? How was your year?" I was like, "Ooh, okay, it's the same person," because I don't know if they changed jobs or not. And I told her Black History Month, we're gonna be giving seniors, and what they do at Food Bazaar is they tell their manager of the store, let her shop. $250, $300, and I shop for the seniors a grocery bag and bring it to the seniors, and that is happened 4 times. That's a blessing. I want to show people how to do that, Simon. I want to show people so they can do the same thing.
Listen, it's gonna come, and you continue to put it out there. And I'm gonna continue to put it out there on Youbu Radio. So, you know, if you want to just gain the basic knowledge or even experience of running a nonprofit and entity of what I mean nonprofit. There's so many different nonprofits, but what you do is special. You know what I'm saying? Because you're helping the ones that's in need, like in dire need. Homeless, elderly, those are the ones that are mostly in dire need. You know, you retire. Some people go to work their whole life and retire. And when I mean retire, just stop working for many reasons. It could be health, it could be disability, it could be addiction. And then when they get a certain age, they lose Social Security, can't pay their rent, you know, and then they have to find somewhere to live. And most of the time, they live on the street because they have an addiction or they can't afford no bills.
I'm telling you, Simon.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I had to back away when I first started because I was getting too involved. I was like finding unhoused people under bridges and cars and children with them. I mean, it was getting so dark that I had to like take 2 months and say, wait. This is going to affect your mental. You got to slow down. It was getting to me. I could not believe where people were living. But not only that, how about seniors that are in their own homes and sheltered? Families stop coming around. They don't have the proper food and water, and it's a whole lot.
Just have enough money to pay their bills and light bill. That's it. They can't put no food in the refrigerator. They can't walk to the store because they're disabled. You know, they can't get around. There's no family members to aid them in this situation. And this is where Lils4 Nonprofit Seniors and Homeless comes into play. You don't have to actually be homeless. You could have a home and still struggle. You know, and that's what you come into play. That's why it's very important for what you do. You know, it's very important what you do because there's a lot of elderly out there. We all get old sometime. You know, my mother used to say, once a child, twice a child, once a man, you know,
that's right.
Once a man, twice a child. Basically,
that's
you
right.
Born a child, become a man or woman, and you turn a child again because you can't hardly walk.
2 things, Simon. 2 things. What is very hard for a nonprofit leader: grant funding. Oh, there's lots. This is the saying out there. Oh, there's lots of funding. There's a lot of money out there. I'm like, what?
Where's that?
Where's that? And how do you get it? It's tedious to try to fill out. I've done the discretionary fund for the 2nd time. Let's see. There's a discretionary fund out right with your city locals right now. So I've done that to see if we get that. And the other thing is that people come in your community with their organizations, their businesses, from libraries, hospital, police precincts, department stores, all of this. And your tax money is used for their land and zoning, for them to place this on. Because I go to the community board to keep abreast. And you to walk into one of them establishments, asking for a donation, and they tell you no, you need to learn from me. You need to learn from me. You're not getting no no's. You're not getting.
You gotta push them.
And it's not. They don't have to now. It is not mandatory.
No. Yeah.
But you have to let them know who come in that door and spend the money.
Right. And see, what it is that most people, they tend to not to want to. I'm gonna talk about personal reason with me. You know, when it comes to them big nonprofits, you kind of tend not to want to support the huge billion-dollar nonprofit because you really don't know where your money's going. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the smaller nonprofits like yourself, we as the people have to invest in that. Even the small businesses, they have to understand that's a tax write-off for your business. And when I mean small businesses, I'm talking about even micro businesses that make $250,000 or less, or small businesses that make $250,000 or more. You know what I'm saying? We have there's different levels to these businesses, and you could just donate minimal $100, $50, $1,000. That's all a tax write-off.
But I'm gonna show people that want to start their own nonprofit how to keep receipts. The one way you have to keep receipts is your board is overseeing you. Especially if you got a 501c3. It's all in paperwork. And you only need 3 people. You and 2 other people to have a board.
You need a treasurer. Yeah,
you can call them whatever you want to call them. They don't care in the 501c3. Well, what they saying, 3 people better be a part of this. And you better keep your records of stuff. And that's what you have. I will show you how to do it. That's all.
Right. And again, we need more donations. We need more people to, to understand that the grants are out there. But they trust me. Number one, it's very tedious, right? To even apply for those grants. And number 2, they pick who they want to get the money to. You know what I'm saying? They pick who they want to get the money to. And 9 times out of 10, in my belief, it's not coming to us in our community. So that being, I see large or smaller companies or bigger companies that are ran by different cultures, I would say, and they get the funding immediately, and get big funding,
Contracts.
Yeah, everything.
I just learned about contracts for nonprofits, and I'm like, you got a nonprofit?
What we have to understand is that we as a people, and I mean we as the people, have to find ways to support each other.
Yeah.
And it's not only if you can't do it financially, I get it, I understand. Share her content. Let people know who Lils4 Nonprofit Senior Homeless is. Share her, buy her shirts if you can. Promote her on social media. Share her Facebook page, her Instagram page. These little things will help get her brand out there. And then eventually someone that will see what she's worth will contribute to her cause. And that's what the ideal is. You don't have to support financially, but there's so many ways you can support Lils4 Nonprofit Senior Homeless. So I want you to think about that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Again, she's done some great things out here in Harlem and Bronx in New York City. And I want us to understand that it takes a village. It takes us as a community to build on one another. We have to cultivate our own community and cultivate our culture so that way we could stand together as well. I wanted to say another thing about branding. And I'll just show you a perfect example. I had a thought about this for a while. Is that when I'm playing my music, you hear me on the radio playing. I usually don't have a thing that I do when I play my name. Mixmaster Simon says, I don't do that as much because that's me. I do it once in a while to let you know who's on. But the most of the time you hear me throwing Youbu Radio. I say that all the time because when people listen to the radio station, I want them to continue to listen to Youbu Radio. I don't want them to listen to Mixmaster Simon Says. I want them to listen to Youbu Radio. So that being said, I'm not promoting me, I'm promoting the brand.
That's a same thing that happens with me. You will hear me saying Lils4 Nonprofit. You won't hear me saying Lillian. You don't even see pictures. You don't see that much pictures with me and the food and clothes and stuff. Who you see? The people who giving it out.
Right. we need people to get together so that that Lils4 Nonprofit, UBU Radio, is a organizations that try to bring people together in the effort of supporting our community. So again, please big up Lils4 LILS, the number 4 nonprofit for seniors and homeless corporation.
Yeah.
Right? Go on her Instagram page. It's called Lils4 Help. Am I saying that right?
Lils Help and the number 2. Lils Help number 2.
LILS Help HELP.
And the number 2. Yep.
Number 2, her Instagram page. Her Facebook. Do you have a Facebook page for this as
well? Lils4 Nonprofit Seniors and Homeless.
Okay, you heard it again. Lils4 Nonprofit Seniors and Homeless is on Facebook as well.
We got YouTube, Lils4 Nonprofit Seniors and Homeless.
She have a YouTube channel as well. Yep. Lils4 Nonprofit Seniors and Homeless.
TikTok too.
TikTok too. Yeah, she's all over social media.
Yeah.
So reach out to her, man. Support her the best way you can. Again, if you don't have the finances to support her financially, support her through social media, and also support her mentally. You know how you support her mentally? Reach out to her and say thank you. Reach out to her and say, give her a blessing.
Yes,
give her some praying hands or something. Reach out to her to give her some mental satisfaction of her passion that she has for our community.
Thank you, Simon.
You want to say anything before we move on? We're going to shut it down. FYI, I'm going to continue to play some music for the next, I say 45 minutes. I would say 45 minutes. I'm going to play some music. Again, I'm going to stick with Mellow Mondays. We play some smooth, slow jams, R&B. Again, Lils, I want you to close it out. Please, if you want to give me shout outs, you want to give your information again, your contact information, please do that. As well, end it with, you heard it here on UBU Radio, all right?
All right. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Bob Jr. Thank you, George, the whole crew, UBU Radio, for this is our second interview. Oh my God. I cannot believe it's been 4 years. We're growing, and I'm so appreciative. Thanks to our commitment that we can give pantry food to liaisons to give their community in Harlem and the Bronx, plus some in Brooklyn. Planning for the future fundraisers to keep our membership of the Bronx Chambers of Commerce, the Greater Harlem Chambers of Commerce, the National Action Network. Thank you, UBU Radio. Thank you so much. All the blessings to y'all.
Yes, you gotta hear it right live on UBU Radio. Peace with yourself first, love to others, and your blessings shall come from God.
Of course, I don't never know how to turn it off.